Hello, people. We are going to listen how we are going to do, for example, the chapter 4 and 5 of one thesis for a bachelor in architecture. So then this is the chapter 4 and 5 of you. We will see later on. First, we are going to see the chapter 4. Then later we will see the chapter 5. I recommend you to split the files because the files are going to be very heavy. Okay.
Oh.
So maybe it's going to collapse and then you lost all the information. So please have one backup, okay?
Okay.
And work separately to not be so heavy, okay? So the first one, the chapter 4, he issued with 28 slides, okay?
Okay.
So 28 slides. So the first one is an impressive photo with the programming that is the chapter 4. So it's like the cover, right? Okay.
Yep.
He didn't mention here chapter 4, chapter 3, okay, because he split this file. This is the last file, right? Okay, but it's missing chapter 4, right? The cover.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then we are talking about programming, and then he put one paragraph of someone. No, in this case is wine, right? So it's someone something talking about the wine, because in your case, something related with the sport, no? A code, right? And then the picture is already a case study, no? A case study to communicate something that later on can explain, right? And then you put the reference of the building, the square meters, okay? The name of the architect, the project, the location, the name of the architect, square meters, and the year of the construction, okay?
Okay.
And it's one photo that is impressive, no? That is talking about contrast, dark, light, okay, phenomenology, things that you are talking in your thesis, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. And this is the things that I mentioned also when we meet in the school. The first thing is to talk about the users, okay?
Users.
You don't have a clear pictures, a clear slides of your users.
I see.
Okay, so then generate confusion, no? This is something that this was one question that they already did before to us. Okay, so in his project there is a process of doing the wine. So there are people that is getting the the grapes from the cultivation, right? So then these people has different activities, okay, that can be indoor, can be outdoor. So there is a program associated for the activities of these people. Okay. So then there is another process that is the production, another part of the process that is the production of the wine. So the distribution, the retailing, and then people that is consuming the wine. Okay. So then you need to put the basic things. Okay. So then this is the users, no, that we have. Okay.
Okay.
And then you need to define the one that you want to target also. Okay. So for example, here the target is the people that is drinking the wine. He want to offer one experience that they can visit and see this part of the production. And instead to be separated and not linkage, he tried to say that these people will combine in somewhere that is going to be his project. Okay. So then it's a new activity for this for this user, no? So they have a new target, okay?
Okay.
So these diagrams, when you do the diagram, you need to put the name of the diagram, okay? The author, okay, and the year, okay? In your case, is 2025, okay? By the author means by you, okay? And as you can see here, he highlight in white, and this one is in gray, no? Because this is the one that he is going to target. Okay, so this one is something secondary already. Okay, so the target user are the one that are in white. Okay, so there is a difference in the graphic, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then he defined already users, no? Which one now he's introducing, no? The officially, which one are the users of his proposal, no? The insiders, the one that are inside the project of the winery, the one that are outside, no? And then it's a description about how this user, who are these users, okay? People working, people visiting the winery, okay? These slides, as you can see, I mean, now I'm talking in details, but later some of them are repeating, so I will just put like 5 seconds or something like that, and then later you can rewatch and pause and see it, okay?
Okay.
When there is something that we can see, pues then we talk, okay? So then, is the theme programming insiders versus outsiders, right? Okay? And now he's going to talk about the people inside, no? What is the things that the people does, no? So then this is the organization chart, okay? The organization chart that I mentioned in our communication, okay? Because you need to figure out how the project works, no? That there is a main office, okay? From the main office, later you have the different pavilions, in your case, no? The different pavilions, each of them is going to have at the back of the house a mini office inside, no, to the management office to run in the people, no, for the office, the cleaners. So you need to give a full picture about how your proposal, okay, is configuring people that the people need to be under one space, okay, and that space is something. So you can see here, pues we have the CEO, and then later we have the place to do the wine, right? Facilities and landscaping. So then there is a facility director, okay? People doing the maintenance, the landscape manager, okay? Landscape mover, full-time landscape, okay? So this one is, you need to start to develop this organization chart. No? Many information, you can find this diagram, okay? Basically, these diagrams, the white thing is, let's say, like the buildings, okay? The buildings, the departments, right?
Yep.
Okay, and then the people that is working under that department, okay? And by visualizing this thing, you can start to understand what are the buildings that your project needs, okay?
Okay.
So you can see here, board of director, okay? So this one, you check in the Google, download one organization chart, okay, to understand different samples, okay? So with this sample, you can organize an organization, that one diagram that is done by you, okay?
Okay.
And then you said how many people more or less are working on your proposal, okay? Because we are talking here about the people inside the building. We are not talking about the people that is going to use your building, that are the athletes, right? The sport people. Yep. So this one is for running the project, okay?
Okay.
And now the people from outside, okay? That is the people that is going to come and enjoy and use your proposal, okay? So this one, okay, is the people that is consuming, okay? And as you can see here, yes, it's the people that is drinking the wine, okay? But here he's, for example, the senior people, okay? Because he called them contented treaters, okay?
Okay.
People, young people, no, with diverse wine styles, he called engaged explorers, okay? So he's using names, okay, that is for the people that is, are you driving or something?
Yeah, I'm kind of driving.
Really? And then can you, okay, then maybe it's a bit, yeah?
On the iPad,
So then the people use the ChatGPT, okay, to define your users and try to find with the ChatGPT a name, no, by saying that, okay, this people is drinking wine, okay, but these people is young and are influencers, and give me one cool name, no? Give me one name that is sweet for this thing, no? To make the name more more attractive. Okay, you understand what I mean?
Yep.
Okay, and then you can present by telling some story, no? Like consumption frequency, because that is low, this is high, which is like this person, for example, premium brand suburbans, no? That is one person that is in the suburb or selling this thing as a high brand, no? Because he's drinking this thing, he's consuming a lot, okay? And the average spending per bottle, pues is in the cheaper way, no? So you just try to organize this thing, apply to your case, no? In your case, you are talking about sport people, so it's going to be people that is going to use with a lot of intensity your facilities, no? Because they want to do a sport. So then some people will be here, and another one maybe they just come in only on Sunday, on the weekends with the family, okay? And it's going to be something a little bit, okay? You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. Then this one is here I start to talk about the programming, okay, from the perspective that there is a winery already, no, as a case study that he analyzed that some wineries they do tourism, are like a tourist spot, and another wineries is just a private winery that they don't want people to come. Okay, so they just do only production of the wine and they just sell, no? So then this one he's going to start to define how he wants his proposal, no? So the thing is like he found that there is this two duality. So he needs to define himself in which position he wants to be, or in this side in the balance, or in this one. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So then this is the basic program. The basic program of his winery. Okay.
Okay.
So landscape, wine testing, okay, wine production, and then the gastronomy. One restaurant, no, to get the food, to drink the wine, no, to taste the wine. Okay. So then this is the four things that his proposal is going to have. Okay. So each of this category of his winery is going to have this programming. Okay. So we start to organize. We start to do grouping. Okay. Of his winery with these four elements, these four categories. Okay.
Okay.
Then this one is something that he found. In his case, is like there are two ways to do the wine. No, that is one is using pumps, and another one is using gravity flow. So in your case, I think the discovery is the things that we talk about, the long span structure and how we can create a roof, with that big structure and become a big expression, like a landmark, and then you create a microclimate and give some green technological, green environment, to the building by using that mega structure. Okay, so it should be something in that direction. Okay. And this is the things that I mentioned about how your building works. Okay. In this case, the weakest thing of this proposal is how to make the building work along the year. Okay. So then this is a forecast about what are going to be the activities and then the program that he needs along the whole year to secure that the building is always in use, has something there, no? The days, the month that they are not collecting the grapes, they will be doing another thing, no? Okay, so then he defined that activities, then he put the bar, and the bar is showing in which part of the month are happening this thing. Okay?
Okay.
So in your case is how the building is going to be used. So maybe a few months, 1 month or 2 months a year, separated. There are some big events, international, national. So you can define all these things in order to fill up all these things, right?
Yep.
Okay. To secure, to give a projection that you are controlling that the building has the people has a need to use your building, right? To go and use your building, okay? And in your building also, you need to explain, because you are going to talk about the users. So the users, some of your users are going to be using your building every day, another one on the weekends, okay? So then the same thing from the week to explain which one are the activities, and clear the programming that you need to define and the people that is going to be using. So that the slide should be also added, okay? Understand?
So I should have one in a year and also one for
the week. So you start first with the week, okay? And then later you cover, once that you explain how the building work in the week, then you jump to the whole year. And then you explain more activities and more events that you are going to have, okay? And the diagram needs to show that it's busy, okay? That there are no gaps, big gaps, okay, in the month. So it's like the 12th month of the year should be with activities, okay?
Okay.
Then, well, these are, once that you put the activities, then you start to do a diagram, okay, to explain the relationship, okay, and the programming. So maybe you work first in the things that you have, and then once that you have clear this thing, we can visualize which one are the diagrams for you, okay? Okay, and then once you have defined this thing, you have already a clear picture about how your project is. So it's a good moment, okay, to compare your project versus the other case studies. Remember the other day we were talking about you have your project first, then later you look in case study, and then when the case study, you start to see what is the program that is repeating in the idea that you have, and what is the things that make this project unique in order to define the uniqueness of your proposal. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So then you should have a nice picture here with the collection of the case study that you are putting, yeah, for the target to compare, okay, and then you do a table. A table. These are all the names of the project that are here, okay, and then these are characteristics, no, location, number of buildings, okay, number of floor, rectangular plan, irregular plan, characteristic, okay, that building has, okay, and then you just click, okay, to compare, no, okay. So then you will have all these things that are elements that you will need to design, no, on your proposal. So you just write down what are the things that are repeating, that you find that is always the same, and then you just write down what is that, no? And then you just click if this project have or not have or not have, okay?
Okay.
Okay, then once that you have this, okay, then you start to highlight which one are the one that are interested for you because whatever reason, okay? And then you elaborate what is the reason that you are highlighting this, okay? And then you put the case study, okay, and we are showing here programming, so then we need to talk about the programming in the square meters and how this thing is located, okay? Okay, understand? So always the plan, a nice picture, right? Nice picture, okay, background, very clear, drawings, and the diagrams. Okay, and then in this case, we are using case study to create the programming, and we are comparing the different wineries, okay? This is another one, so you see the same thing, name of the winery, name of the case study, location, a representative picture of that project, the section, and the plan drawing. And then in colors, the square meters, okay, of the programming. By doing this thing, you already start to know also the programming that you need to type, no, your table. Okay. This is another one. Okay. Similar diagram, name, picture, location, section, elevation, and analysis. Okay. And then here you have the name of all the project that he's doing as a case study, the location, number of buildings, number of floors, okay, and now in this category, no, wine production, square meters, and then here the programming, no, in detail, the delivery office, laboratory, grape dry hall, and the square meter that all of these have, okay, to get a total, to know roughly how much is the size of his proposal, okay, for the wine production, okay, and by having all this number, you can roughly estimate, by the average, by the numbers, how much should be your proposal, okay. Understand, Bas? Yeah. So we have here the function and the visitor facilities, the same thing, okay? With the categories. Once that we have this defined already, and then we have clear the area and the height, is the moment that we put every single element, we do a box, a 3D, to know how much is the space. And all these elements, all these drawings are in the same scale. Because the point is you need to know which one are the one that are the important one and which one are secondary. The important one, the one that are very big, you will need a special attention in the structure, and the one that is small go per one standard structure. Okay? So this one is to help to know what is important and what is secondary. Okay, and which one require special attention in order to build, in order for the structure. Okay?
Okay.
So then we need a visualization. Okay, you can see here there are 3 wine production, wine visitors, visitor facilities, and then he has also the landscaping, but the landscaping is not a building. Okay, different colors, different boxes with the programming, and then we can see how is the size, how is the scale, no, comparing all the things that we have in the previous slide. Okay. So then we have this, then we should have sections, okay, about this is the wine production that occupied 53%, okay, this is around 33% wine and visitors, and this one are the visitor facilities, no, the parking area, the work away area, and the storage and technical room, okay, so it's something like 15%, no, so we should have something like this. In this diagram, okay, this diagram, let me see, okay. This diagram is talking about, this is the level 0, 0, okay? And then this is minus 8 meters, and this one is minus 16. Because in this wine production, when he go by gravity, he needs to be like underground, and also to storage and keep the wine away from the sun, no? Okay, so he's going to use that thing, no? Okay, and then a kind of diagram, okay, and how the length of the building, if he put everything in a linear thing, right? Because then in this case it's like 150 meters, yeah, around 150 meters, okay, the total length, and the building is from 16 meters until something like 12 or something, 15, 14 meters. So we have 14 plus another, so it's around 30 meters, okay, from the bottom until the top, okay. This was something that later the jury were discussing the day that he presented this thing, no? But the thing is, since he present all these details, there is opportunity to discuss this thing with the jury, okay? Because the way that he visualized this thing is quite clear, okay? So then you see, this is the thing that I mentioned. You do this section, Okay, and this one is you present different options. Okay, and then you name it. No, in this case, it's like a isolated system. This one is one system that all the program is mixed, so it's integrated. Okay, this one is fully separated. No, there is no relation, isolated. Okay, and then this one is already the opening for the chapter 5, that is the site location, right? So then he's going to look. This is the location. In this case, is Kaoyae. So then all these inner accommodations and things that he has here, places for sleeping, because he's not going to provide that, because there is already a lot of programming and hotels, no, with in Kaoyae, so he doesn't need to do a new one, no, because there are so many. So he's going to focus only in the wine production. Okay, and then this is the solution, no, that he is going to do. Okay, so these are the program that more or less is going to have vinotherapy spa, a vineyard with elephants, okay, and a cafe with wine, with a wine bar. So then it's like this one is something that you can see here. There are 3 elements that are highlighted in different colors.
Yep.
Okay, so then let's say that you define what is your programming, right? So then once that you have the programming of your building, here are a program that add a value in terms of the design. No, you as an architect, that you put some value to make the place much more unique. Okay, so in this case, he's putting this wine bar, no, vinotherapy. Okay, the cafe with the wine bar, no, to have the experience drinking and see the landscaping of Kaoyae. And the vineyards, he put the elephants, no, in order to visit the elephants in the vineyard. Okay, and the elephant at the end is one user. But he didn't, in this moment, he didn't define the elephant as another user, because at the end, the figure of the elephant become very important, no? That become one more user. Okay, and then these are different solutions about if this is one building on top of just one empty land. Okay, if the building is using the underground, or if the building is inserted in the mountain, and then we make a hole in the mountain. So he put different situations in order to look in the sites from a different perspective. Okay, because different designs target. Okay, yeah. So then this is the things that we should have clear picture about how is the chapter 4. Do you have this image?
Yeah, quite.
Your work?
Yeah, but I'm not sure about the vertical arrangement yet.
Okay, so the point is, I want you to arrange the slide in this order to communicate the things like very fluently, no? Step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay. Bullet point 1, no, the user. Bullet point 2, the organization chart. Number 3 is programming. Number 4 is the analysis of the programming in the week, in the year. Okay. Number 5 is the programming compared with other case studies similar to your one. Okay, and define which one are the elements that have. And the number 6 is the programming, the 3D, okay, to know the scale and the dimension of your building. And then we can provide this section and this 3D, no, to know how to arrange this thing. Okay. Because with this information, you are capable already to know if you need to look for one place that is flat and very narrow to go vertical, or you need something very linear, or you need something that you can do an excavation or blah, blah, blah. Okay? Okay, so then this is chapter 4. For those who doesn't know me, my name is Miguel Vélez. I am a Spanish architect working in Asia since 2008, and I'm based here in Bangkok.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool.
chapter 5, site and context, and then the strategic is the same. This is like the cover, no? It's missing here, that is the chapter 5. Okay, but you put a code of someone related with the either with the sport or either with the architecture. Okay, but something always that is talking about architecture and experience, right? User experience. Okay, so something related with that. Okay, so then the name of the project, location, okay, architect, square meters, the year of the construction. Okay. And this is the thing that is missing in your case. Okay. It's like one introduction about what is Thonburi. What is Thonburi? Because this is Thailand. Then we are in Bangkok. There is a river. Then the west of the riverside is Thonburi. And if Thonburi is work, because this is Bangkok, this is Khao Yai, the district where, no, this is Khao Yai, the national park. Okay. Then how to access. Okay. So then you need to put introduction. Okay. To explain us why you pick up that Thonburi, how the Thonburi works, that there is one street here, then you can arrive from here, or you can arrive from Nakhon Ratchasima, that are the two different points. Okay. Then you put some analysis, the red one, the magenta points are wineries that are existing there. Okay. Or something that is the how long take from Bangkok, so you put relevant information. Okay. So in your case, you are talking with the sport, so it should be something related with the sport. There's accessibility and what is covering. No, it's like that. The major of the people in the three areas that you have in Thonburi, the three sports centers, are from Thonburi, or there is, because of the BTS, there are people also from Bangkok that come in. Something about that. Okay.
Okay.
In this case, he's doing a winery, so he's going to do cultivation. So he needs to talk about the soils quality. Okay. So in this case, this is not applicable for you. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So he's talking about that. So this one is soil quality. In your case, maybe are things that are related to the big structure that you need to move, and then should be places that are easy to access, to bring the materials. But that one is even like that. It's not, because at the end everything can be built.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is always technical solution. Okay. So now he's going to highlight that he's going to jump in that area. So okay, to explain something more in detail. Okay. So then this one is inside this area. He's talking about 1, 2, 3, 4 places that they sell wine. That this should be a little bit like the competitor of him. Okay, and then he analyzed, because this is the location, the perimeter of that project is all this, the building is there, right? So then the green spaces, the drop network, okay, and the area. Okay, so he do this thing in Google Map, he measure up all this thing and get the total square, no? And then you put the 4 projects that you have similar to the one of you, okay? Then this is the moment that you start to play with the sections that you did before. Okay, so this is the same slide of the chapter 4. And then you bring here to remember. The people remember that I was talking about this, and the conclusion of the programming was this one. Okay. So then you bring this thing. Then you select that for whatever reason, okay, the interest from your site with the things that you start to see in the site, because it looks like this is going to be this approach, no? Okay, something that is going to be the underground and the above ground, something that is going to be related with the context, no? Integrated with the context, no? The scale of the hill. Okay. And then he put where are the location of these 3 sites. Okay, we have very nice, impressive pictures, very clear the things site potential, right? Okay, how is the relation? No, this is the main street, the main road. So how we access, okay, and then this one is a road, no, to see how these things are connected, no, in a secondary road, okay, and then the side of him are these three, okay, and then he did the same thing that he presented before, because now with the side of him, he's going to say what is the location, okay, with the coordinates, no, that you can get in the Google Earth. Okay, the space that is green, the road network, okay, that currently have, and the square meters. Okay, and then these three sites are three sites, okay, that are like different approach. Okay, it's like three things that you do totally different. No, so then we need to see that there are differences. No, this one is just the topography, and then this is the mountain. No, and it's excavated on the mountain. No, and here is playing with the artificial. No, try to manipulate the landscape. No, and this one just a flat. No, so then he's going to present these different solutions. Okay, and put here more or less. Okay, the section, no, the visualization that he has about the programming in relation with the context, no, which one can fit better. Okay. You see, he also used here keywords in order to define what is the sense, what are the feelings that the site is communicating to him. Okay. So here is one place that is isolated, is hidden. Okay, has a feeling that it's like a religious place. You feel peaceful there. Okay. So we should find some words, no, that can define this place. Okay. And then here is the analysis, no, of the strength of this place, the weakness, the opportunities, and the threats. Okay. And this is the site location. Okay. So we have the perspective. Okay. The proposed arrangement of that programming, the analysis, and the location. Okay, and the accessibility, no? Because here is talking how we access to this. Okay. And this one is the same place, right? Site A. Okay, and then we put here two main views, no? That is the things that we have have here. Okay, we are seeing the mountain from here, so that is the thing that we see. And this view is the view, okay, this is the site, and then there is a mountain. So we are going to design whatever thing in our proposal that the background is going to be the mountain. So whatever it is, the mountain is integrated, it's going to be part of our design. And if we are accessing here, in the moment that we turn, we can see also the site in the mountain. No? So then our project should have one opportunity that we can see that there is something there. No? Okay. And then you write down what you are seeing here. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you put the pictures and the accessibility. This picture is from this angle. This picture is from here. This picture is from here. The square meter and the topography. Okay. We need to see that you have information, topography, road. You have a drawing there. No. So here you can see there is a drawing. In AutoCAD, let's say a drawing line, and then there is a picture below. Okay. So it's like he has the information that if he chooses this one, at least he has already the information, no, of the site to start. Okay. Then a description, okay, about how to arrive to the place, and these are the things that he uses in the keywords. Okay.
Okay.
What is the relevant things that has around the site? Okay. The places, and then he explained the criteria selection here. Let's go to put here, and then you can site A, the criteria in the site selection. So you can see that indicators are things related with the soil, the site content and site attributes. Okay, so this one we put here. Okay, then you can check in detail all these words, all these things, and see the score from 5 to 1 and the total that he gets. Okay, so 335 out of 500. Okay, and this is the weight. Okay, so you have something like this related to your proposal. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so then the same thing for the side B. Okay, keywords, the section that he thinks that he fit, no, on this site, and for that reason he's choosing this site. Okay, and then the analysis. So this one I just want to not comment anything because it's the same thing, right? Okay, is you have 3 sites, so you present the 3 sites in equal conditions in the same way. The views, no, the topography, to show that you have the information. What is the chance in the design, how the building is going to look like in relation with the context. Okay. The accessibility, okay, things to highlight. Okay, and this diagram. Okay, I'm going to zoom in. Sorry, I'm going to zoom in. Okay, so as you can see, this one should be the same. Okay, because you are comparing, right? If you change this thing, then you cannot compare. Okay. This is the number 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So he has number 322. Okay. 335. Okay. And then this is the site number 3. The same way to explain. Okay. And here is the comparison. No? So the one that he pick up, the one that all the weights get the highest is the site A, the first one. Okay. So this is the summary. So this is just to start to close this presentation. Okay, so we have the 3 sites, the 3 site location. He picked up the site A because match all these criteria. He also saw that there are more interesting opportunities for design with this landscape than with the other ones. Okay, and then this is slides that appear in the chapter 2. Okay, about how the culture in different countries, the culture of the wine is creating a network of wineries to visit. So then he used, he used this thing to explain that he want to make in Cayuay a region very popular, very famous, that can compete with other regions around the world. Okay, and then this is a summary of the chapter 1. Okay, the conclusion of the chapter 1, the conclusion of the chapter 2. Are you sick? The conclusion of the chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, and the next thing is the chapter 6, that is the architectural design. Okay, so that is next. Okay, but he used this thing to test a little bit the jury. Okay, how if he presents something like this, how the jury is going to react. Okay, I don't think that this part is necessary, to give a visualization about how you think that your design is going to be. Okay, but I think that these 3 samples that we have here are very terrible drawings, terrible design. Okay, so it should be something better. I mean, in terms of the graphic, it's okay to communicate the idea, what he want to say, but the project here is not brilliant at all. Okay, it's what I don't like. Okay, and actually the comments that he received from the juries was very negative. I remember that no one liked it. Okay, so try to make something that is impressive. Okay, but at least it's beautiful to see. Okay, not so aggressive. Okay. Then this is the things that we have. Since I'm recording this thing, you can rewatch. Okay, Cap. that is all. And this is the things that I want to share in the video. If you have any doubts, please, I can read you in the comments, or you can go to the 2W3 Architecture and you can find me there in the Instagram. Okay, bye-bye, that's all, enjoy, and I have to go because I have a Spanish class with my daughter and some other friends, and it's a very good moment to enjoy to teach Spanish for kids. Bye-bye. Los números. ¿Y ahora? Verde. Negro. Rosa.